I've been shooting with the Blackmagic Pyxis 12K for a month now, and I can say building the right rig around it completely changes the experience. This camera is powerful straight out of the box, don't get me wrong, but once you start customizing it, it becomes a proper cinema tool. So, in today's video, I'll walk you through my full Pyxis 12K rig, every component, why I choose it, and what actually works in real-world situation, not just on paper. Step 1. The foundation, the tilter full cage. We'll start with the base, the tilter full cage for the Pyxis 6K, but it works on a 12K because it's the same body shape. This cage is the backbone of the whole build. It's light, strong, and gives me plenty of mounting options on all sides. It locks the camera down solidly and makes it easy to expand or strip back depending on the project. Honestly, if you're rigging a Pyxis, this is a step 1. It gives you structure, protection, and versatility. Step 2. SSD side plate and why I don't use it. Tilter also makes an SSD side plate that comes with the cage altogether if you buy it. And it neatly attached on the side of the cage. It's designed for those who record externally to SSD, but personally, I don't mount it. And the reason is pretty simple. I don't use SSDs. Recording to CFX Type B cards keeps the rig lighter, cleaner, and more ergonomic. Since I'll be mounting the DJI Focus Pro later in this setup, avoiding that extra SSD bulk on the side actually helps keep the balance perfect and gives me more freedom in handheld shooting. Less weight, better ergonomics, that's why I skip the SSD plate. Step 3. Media, CF Express Type B cards and readers. For media, I've been using both Angelbird AV Pro 1TB, which is ultra fast, and the Pro Grade 2TB 4.0, the same Type B cards. I've stress tested both cards at the lowest compression settings on the Pyxis offers, like full fat 12K B-roll, high data rate, and they handle it without a hiccup. Rock solid performance, no drop frames, and that's all you need. To move the footage of the card, I rely on the ProGrade CF Express Type B card reader, which is super fast, like lightning fast, and it's important to pair these high-speed cards with a proper reader so you don't lose time transferring huge 12K files. Step 4. The top handle and monitor setup. On top, I'm using the Siri top handle with NATO rail. It's solid, comfortable, and very compact. For the monitor, I'm running the Blackmagic Pyxis monitor, which is attached to the small rig swivel and tilt monitor mount. The reason I'm using this monitor mount is because the cold shoe adapter on the top handle of my Siri, so in that way I can be very fast with or without top handle and keeping the monitor on the top within 5 seconds. I connect the monitor with the camera using the Alvin's cable locking USB-C 90-degree cable. It's neat, secure, and won't middle loose mid-shot. This combo keeps the top of the rig light but functional, perfect for quick repositioning or handheld shooting. Step 5. The lens adapter. I'm using the Viltrox EF2L Cinelock adapter. This thing is built like a tank. When paired with the powerful motors of the DJI Focus Pro that I'm gonna mount later, there is no flex, no play, no wobble. Even when pulling heavy glass like the Zine CF set of 35 or 135mm, the locking mechanism gives you that professional, reassuring click. Once it's on, it's not going anywhere. Step 6. DJI Focus Pro autofocus setup and mounting. Here's where things get interesting. The DJI Focus Pro Creator Combo. The Pyxis doesn't have native autofocus, so this system adds that capability in a really elegant way. My mounting solution took a bit of experimenting. I started with the small rig single rod clamp, which I mounted on top of the cage. It not only gives me a 50mm rod option, but also a narrow rail where I'm mounting my top handle. It lets me attach my Siri top handle with the screen on it. Then, using the supplied DJI rod, I added another rail underneath the lighter. And instead of using the Focus Pro's standard lighter mounting bracket, I mounted the lighter directly to the clamp. It's cleaner, sturdier, and more compact. To make it work, you need to find the right screw and the washers. I literally went down to the Home Depot, grabbed a few screws, tested fits and found the perfect match. Once dialed in, it's rock solid and balanced beautifully with the rest of the rig. Step 7. Power setup. V-mount batteries and plates. For power, I alternate between two setups. Most of the time, I use the small rig V-mount battery plate for cinema cameras, which I already have it installed on my camera. It's more compact, lighter, and works perfectly for gimbal or shoulder setups. But when I'm running longer lenses or shooting handheld, I'll swap to the tilted battery plate for V-mount for Pyxis. It adds a little bit of rear weight because it's a bit longer, acting like a natural counterbalance, which really helps stabilize handheld shots, especially if you have front-heavy lenses. If I'm using the small rig plate as I said, power runs through the Alvin's cable right-angle 2-pin D-tap cable. Tidy and reliable. Battery-wise, I'm using both the basic Near V-mount 99 watts and the mini Near 99 watts, which I think they are both the same. Anyway, that's how they name it. Both deliver roughly 2 hours of shooting time depending on the load, plenty for most field days, as I have 5 of these. Step 8. Accessories and peace of mind. For grip flexibility, I've got the small rig rotating narrow rail as an extra from the left hand side of the rig. It lets me change orientation quickly between low and high angles without re-rigging. And especially it's handy when it's paired with the DJI Focus handle on the other side. To control exposure easily outdoors, I use the small rig variable ND 95mm, a must-have when you're shooting wide open on bright days. And last but not least, hidden behind the rig is the small rig airtight cage, just for that extra bit of peace of mind while traveling or working in public spaces. What I love about this setup is how balanced and modular it feels. It's built to adapt, small for travel, extended for big setups, and every component serves a purpose. From the fast CF Express cards and the sturdy Viltrox adapter to the clever DJI Focus Pro mounting, this rig has been refined through trial and error and a lot of actual use. The result? A Blackmagic Pyxis 12K rig that's reliable, ergonomic, and genuinely enjoyable to shoot with, whether you're on a commercial job or a solo creative project. As every camera rig is personalized to work to your specific needs, I'm excited to see what you're gonna come up with. If you have any ideas, don't hesitate to share it with me.